Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here giving you guys your Pick 3 North Carolina workout. I want to share with you some places on the 317 rundown where there could be some possible hot patterns. So make sure that you're paying attention, grab a pen and paper, take some really good notes, okay? Another thing, just know that I can't guarantee hits on the channel or in the membership. So make sure you guys study and practice on paper first, okay? Do that because, this is some real stuff here. But we have to study and take our time, okay? Don't be so much in a hurry. All right, so anyways, we're gonna just go back a couple of days. You should be backtracking, meaning you're just keeping a tab on what's going on per day. Now, maybe some of you are not using the 317. Maybe you have another of your favorite rundowns. Whatever you like to do, whatever method, tic-tac-toe or the rundowns, make sure that you're keeping a daily log of what's going on. This is going to help you track patterns, things that maybe other people can't or won't see, you will, simply because you're just taking your time and you're writing everything out, or whatever you're using. Make sure you keep a daily tab, okay? All right, so I'm going to actually start with October 14th. You guys in North Carolina, midday or your day ahead had a 483, okay? So notice how I put that in there. And look at the rundown, we're using the 317. Now, some of you may be scratching your head. How do you put all those numbers together, Miss Florida? It's very simple. The only thing you're doing here is once you put in the last hit, you're going to add each of those numbers down the columns, okay? So the first column would add 3. So 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. For your 2-digit numbers, only use your ones, place your 0, okay? 0 plus 3 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12, just use your 2, 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 3 is 11, use your 1, 1 plus 3 is 4, okay? The same thing, you would add 1 all the way down the second column and 7 all the way down the third column. So as you see here, we started out with 483 and we're going to end with 483. That's how you know you did this entire thing correctly. So if there's something wrong with your counting, go back, okay? It's very, very important. I've had some almost and I messed up, so I don't want you to do the same thing. All right, so what I want you guys to do is pay attention to a couple of areas, especially when you're seeing your split pairs. Split pairs either in mirror form or double form. Let's talk about double form. Everyone knows what doubles are, right? Going to this rundown, look at this 731 rundown, right? There was a 9, 9. You see how they're split apart like this? Sometimes you'll see them in double form, or sometimes you'll see them in mirror form. 6, 1, and 1, 6. They're actually the same number. Okay, they're actually the same number, but you guys have to make sure that you're being careful, okay, to mirror. Some people don't know about the mirrors, so you will know right now, okay? So let's talk about mirrors, okay? Your mirror numbers goes as follows. A 0 could be a 5, 5 could be a 0, okay? 1 could be a 6, 6 can be a 1, same case. 2 can be a 7, 7 could be a 2. Excuse me, I put 8 can be a 3. It's supposed to be 3 can be an 8. Where's my math at? Y'all know I'm tired. And I don't think this is working. Hold on. See how I buy stuff and stuff is not working? Okay. Alright, let me redo that. Sorry about that. 3 can be an 8, 8 can be a 3, 4 can be a 9, and a 9 can be a 4. Okay? All right. So those are the mirror numbers. So when you're looking at your splits, again, sometimes they'll be doubles, sometimes they'll be mirrors. The reason why I want you to make sure you're paying attention to your splits is because that's where some of the hottest patterns could be for North Carolina using this particular pattern. Are there other patterns that you'll see? Most definitely. So I'm just sharing with you something that's just been hot the last few days. You'll have to continue to track that, okay? So look at the 6-1. So generally what you want to do is you either want to go on top of the mirrors or below the mirrors, okay? So let's look at the 6-1 right here. Above the mirrors, I have a 3-1 pair. I'm going to write that down. I got a 3-1 pair. Below the mirrors, I have a 9-3 pair that could be hot. And what I'm noticing is they're literally just taking one of the numbers up or one of the numbers down, okay? They're kind of using the number in front of it as a blocking number, okay? So this is why I said pay attention to your patterns. They're using the first 2 columns, okay, for the first 2 numbers. They're using the third number as a blocking number. So your job is to either go on top of that number, possibly under the number. Now again, this is just one pattern. There's probably more that you'll probably start seeing, okay? All right, so let's just say we're looking at that 3-1 pair. Your possibles could be, and they can always change this, 3-1-7 could be something, 3-1-1, for instance. If you're looking below the 6-1, you can go 9-3. This could be your blocking number. Maybe 9-3-1 or 9-3-5. Okay, all right. Just giving you some. Now you will see its mirror 1-6. You can literally do the same thing because they may not just want to stay in one area. I know some people are like, well, how do we know? Sometimes you don't. Like there's a 1-6 here as well. Okay, so you might want to think about that 8-6 as a pair, okay, or that 4-8 as a pair, okay, and you would do the same thing. All right, so this is your blocking number. Your blocking number, you can go 8-6-2, 8-6-6. If you're using the 4-8 pair underneath, maybe 4-8-6. If you can't see here, you can extend your rundown, or you can look at the bottom, 4-8-0. Okay, so let's just say you held on to those numbers. Okay, well, what actually hit from this list, okay, was 7-3-1. That came the next day. It came the night game, 7-3-1. Okay, we had it here as 3-1-7. And as you can see, again, pay attention. That's kind of your guiding point right there. Okay, I was trying to find out what was special about the blocking numbers, and there's a mixture. And I said, well, what's the next best kind of thing to show you where you may want to look, because you don't want to have to go through all these numbers and do that. That would get very costly and quite confusing. So I like to look for certain parts of the rundown, and I saw that the splits were the repeating pattern no matter what. Okay, so the thing is, they will change on you. Sometimes the pairs will be on top of that pair, the split pairs, or sometimes they'll be on the bottom. Okay, all right, let me take you to another one. Let's go to October 15, evening or night game for you guys in North Carolina, 7-3-1. And again, pay attention to the doubles. Now you will have other options. Okay, I'm just going to share with you the either under or over. So let's say they did under, so 2-8-3 possibility, 2-8-9. If you're using the pair over the doubles, okay, like they did, maybe 6-6-9, okay, or 6-6-5. Okay, if you wanted to use the mirrors, instead of going 9 and 9, maybe the 4 and 4, you could have done the same thing. Over would be 1-1-0. 1-1-4. Okay, underneath, okay, would be 7-3. So 7-3-4 or 7-3-8. You can always extend your rundown. So I will hold on to those. Okay, the next day, what actually hit from this list? 2-8-3. Wow, 2-8-3. Okay. Watch this. It happened again. Make sure you guys can see those notes. I'm sorry. Okay, so October 16th, the day or midday hit was 283. Again, look for your splits. Okay, you have a 0.5 here. All right, so it can be either on top or underneath. So right here you see that there was a 7.3 pair that was hot. It went 7.3.5. Okay, and this time, like I said, it just happened to use the actual split. It happens because remember that 8 is your blocking number. So we could have went 7.3 was a hot pair, or 3.5. Now you could have went 7.3.5, 7.3.1. Okay, you could have went 3.5.5, 3.5.9. Okay, and then of course you also have the option for your 5.0. You can pick your 2.8 pair or your 8.0 pair. Okay, so again, pay close attention. One more thing that you may want to, and I notice they don't do it all the time, but pay attention to when there's a V shape involved. You see how this 611, okay, that 611 was a V shape. There's 0.55 because they don't always have that. Sometimes you don't know, maybe you want to be very careful with your budget, so make sure that you're being careful. There was another one for October 13th, and it was under a false trip. Now there's no splits here, but you may notice, and again you have to be careful, but 844 actually play 448. I think those are the rare ones, but just study and pay attention to those. Okay, well, North Carolina, I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll see you guys on the next video.